What is going on, guys? My name is Sena and welcome back to another video. What if I told you that there are players out there that are worse than you but are in a higher rank than you? That sounds crazy, right? I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Well, this is exactly what happened to my old self. Take a look at this clip from a ranked game I'm about to show you.
Yeah.
That was a clip of me playing Reyna on January 25th, 2021, which was nearly 3 years ago. If you had to guess, what would you say my rank was at the time of this clip? Believe it or not, I was actually gold 3.
Dang, you're really good.
If you showed me that clip now, I would have guessed that I was at least Ascendant or Immortal. My raw aim alone could rival Immortals, but I was hard stuck gold and plat for months, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching can relate to this as well. Most people believe that ranking up is just a straight linear path, and as you go up in rank, you go up in every skill, but this actually isn't the case. Let's talk about the reasons why this happens and how to fix it so you can finally rank up to the ranks you know you can achieve just like I did. Right before we jump into the video though, guys, I want to take a moment to introduce you and thank Valorant Tracker for sponsoring this video. Valorant Tracker is the best tool out there for tracking your stats and improvement. You can see a detailed breakdown of all your different statistics such as KD ratios, map win rates, agent win rates, headshot percentages, and so much more. One of the coolest features that Valorant Tracker offers is the Guide tab, where you can sift through a massive video library of lineups and strategies for every agent on every map. You'd expect that for a tool like this, you'd have to pay some sort of monthly subscription or that it would be very expensive, but Valorant Tracker is actually 100% free to download and use. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description or pinned comment to download Valorant Tracker today. Huge thank you to Valorant Tracker for sponsoring this video, and with all of that being said, guys, let's jump right into the video. The first point I'm going to be talking about here is very important to understand and applies to every single one of you watching, and this is skill imbalance. Have you ever heard someone say he or she is a well-rounded player? Being well-rounded means that you are proficient at every skill required to succeed at a task. I'm going to show you guys this skill bar diagram I made for Valorant. This right here is what a perfect skill balance would look like. I just summed up the 4 major skills to aim, game sense, mentality, and confidence. It's not perfect, and game sense is a massive umbrella term that means a million different things, and you could also argue that mentality and confidence are both intertwined, but I think this diagram works well and gets the point across. If this is what a perfect skill balance looks like, your skill bars might look something more like this. You might be extremely proficient in one skill aspect, way above everyone else in your rank, but not in all the other aspects. The most common case of this is aim being much better than everything else, and this is definitely the category that I fell under. Raw aim is a skill that transfers from game to game, and it's a skill that doesn't take as much direct playtime to become proficient at, which is why so many players have this skill imbalance where their aim is way above everything else. This is not true for everybody though. There's a lot of people out there that are all brain, no aim, where they make really smart decisions on the fly and they're able to understand and read situations, but they just don't have the aim to get them there. Basically, the whole idea of this first point that I'm making is with skill imbalance, it's important to understand that it's not just one skill that's going to get you to where you want to be. You need to become a well-rounded player and understand that every aspect plays a role in making a perfect player. Now that we all understand this, I want to move on to my second point, which is playtime and the hours you put in. Like I just mentioned, aim is a skill that doesn't take as much direct playtime to become proficient at, which can lead to a skill imbalance. Game sense, crosshair placement, decision making, and all other game specific aspects can take hundreds of hours to even acquire a basic level understanding of. Just take a quick look at my tracker stats. It took me well over 500 hours of ranked playtime alone before I was able to make the jump from plat to immortal. And remember that this is not counting hours from deathmatch, practicing in the range, unrated, and time spent on other games as well. Everybody's progression is different, and you might be able to climb faster than I did. But trust me when I tell you that you do not want to underestimate the amount of time it really takes to improve. I think that summed up the playtime aspect of it pretty well, and I want to talk to you guys about my third and arguably one of the most important points, which is confidence. How in the world do you expect to use the skills that you've developed if you yourself don't believe you have those skills? I've talked about confidence in so many of my other videos, but it's just too important to not talk about. You need some degree of ego to succeed at anything in life, and you need to know what you're capable of. I say this because I really used to struggle with this, and as I became more confident, I was able to really see those skills that I had built up finally being put into use. A lot of players aren't confident when they first start out, which makes sense, but as they improve their skill set, their confidence stays down at the bottom and doesn't follow suit. This goes back to the skill bar diagram I showed you guys earlier. You need to make sure that your confidence follows suit with your skill set, because then you're just building skills for no reason. If you develop really good aim and movement, and you're willing to wide swing someone and one tap them in a death match, but can't do it in a ranked game, then what's the point? I made an entire confidence guide a little while back, so if you guys are interested in the topic, I'd recommend you guys go check that out. But it's really something that I do mention a lot, and for good reason. Let's quickly recap and go over the 3 points that I went over in this video. My first point was about skill imbalance and how you might be extremely proficient at one skill above most of the people in your rank, but you're lacking in some of the other skill sets, which can make it feel like you're stuck in a rank that you don't belong in. My second point was about playtime and hours required to improve, because most players really underestimate the sheer amount of time that it takes to improve. Like I showed you guys from my tracker earlier, I was a hard stuck plat player with over 500 hours of ranked playtime, not even counting deathmatch, range, and other game modes as well. Like I mentioned earlier though, you might be able to improve quicker, but I see so many people complaining about being hard stuck without really putting in that many hours. And my third and final point was about confidence and how having a skill set is pointless if you aren't confident and aren't able to use it in a real ranked match setting. You can have all the skills in the world, but if you aren't confident in yourself and don't believe that you have those skills, then it's all just good for nothing. We're all improving together every day, so don't worry about people judging you and just focus on yourself. And if you work hard and put in the time, you will improve, I promise you. And I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video. I hope you guys found this video helpful or enjoyable, and if you did, don't forget to smash the like button down below and also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thank you guys so much for 160,000 subscribers. You guys are insane, and the subscriber growth on the channel has been unreal lately. I apologize for the larger gaps in between these long form videos. I really want to make sure that these videos are good, high quality content for you guys, and the only way to do that is to really put in the time and make sure that I'm producing that quality content. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I also have a Discord server linked down in the description below. We have a super chill community. We should join up. We would love to have you. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day or night to watch this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.